this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Wants to go up top. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quickly out to the tight end. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Oh, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Wants to throw it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Ohio State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here. The quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught. That catch had a little style, but not much substance on that.
No, the defense did a good job, too, using the sideline to their advantage. Using the sideline as a 12th man. There was nowhere for that receiver to go except get 1 foot down and get out.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third down, he drops the throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Buckeyes are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding. You just got to jump on it, make sure you keep possession.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and
breaks into the open. Tripped up for the tackle.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him, and nobody's close. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Powers through. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bears the pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so...
Turning it on! And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They've got the... Trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll leave it with him. Fights off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Let's see what they've got on second down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Give to the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Washington sends out the punt team.
And add another one to the tally. This guy leads the nation in sacks. The nation. He's the best pass rusher. Getting to quarterbacks, making life really, really hard. That's 2 on the day. Let's see how many he gets today.
And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The play action fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
Got his man quickly, and they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Calls his own number. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on 4th down.
And it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. This time it's complete. Steps out of bounds just inside the 20. They'll mark him down at the 18. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on 2nd down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Ohio State.
Tight end now in motion. Got his man. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Washington.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have every... Same page.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
For the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
And first down for the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain.
These last 2 plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense.
Touchdown, Ohio State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Ohio State 42, Washington 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Washington Huskies will take over 1st and 10.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And they don't want to risk a turnover here, so they'll just take the knee and head to the locker room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quick release on the RPO.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. At the 40, there he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. The Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Caught in the backfield, it's House. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. He's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion.
Fires one high and deep. He makes a grab, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Caught in the backfield, it's Abram. There he goes! And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Finds his man down the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Hard running there. Just shedding tackles. There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds just. The goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the ride. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
Ohio State, 49, Washington.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Flushed out of the pocket. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Adams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. He's ready to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Might be calling a hot route. Just keeps slinging it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Rushes on him. Caught behind the line. It's House. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
Finding open areas. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. The Buckeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
Ohio State, 56, Washington, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Rides to back on the option to give. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Washington sends out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Pressure coming. Finds a tight end down the gut. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Under fire. A strike downfield. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They send the tight end in motion. Run in the red zone. It's Pratt. Makes a man miss. Give him 96 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Back to the ground with the running back. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the left. And he'll have to check his fillings after that flick, but he did get the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now Get a play, but they...
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense has been flying around. They are everywhere. There's 6 sacks on the day, spreading it around, multiple people coming from every angle. This QB has had a nightmare of a day.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. Going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Caught close to the marker. It's Adams. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
First and goal, Ohio State.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on first and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting them get outside, making the good tackle.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Huskies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Breaks the tackle. They'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. He's looking downfield to throw. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Applewhite. Floats it out in space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. From midfield, looking for room. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should...
Racing down the left side. He's at the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next.
Turning it on! Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and are still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that.
He wants to take the top off. He caught it. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no.
He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas. Keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Leaves it with the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, he's got some space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
and it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better, you know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.